It's Monday the 11th of July, and I'm going to try and keep this podcast quite quick because I'm off out tonight. I'm off out to see some comedy. And of course, today has been really busy at work, as Mondays are, which means I'm running a little bit late. But the comedy I'm at tonight is the same night that I met the American at the beginning of the year. So you never know, I might meet another friend. I am actually going to be meeting a friend that I definitely do know because I'm going to see John, who is emceeing it. So John is one of the guys that I did the MC course recently with him. I knew him from before, but yeah, he's hilarious, so it should be a good night. Although I think he thinks I'm going to be the only audience member, but we'll see. And then, of course, the other bit to update you on really is my views on Elvis, if you're interested. I really enjoyed the movie, actually. I found the editing gave me a bit of a headache. Can't really put my finger on it, but it was a little bit busy. I felt a little bit seasick at times. It was quite jumping around all over the place. But it was very good. But of course, that movie has now set off the cultural appropriation argument, and I understand that a bit better having watched the film. I do have a question though. Where does cultural appropriation end and learning, expanding, taking something that's already good and adding your own spin, where does that come to it? I.e. being creative. You know, that's what artists do at the end of the day. There's nothing new under the sun in this world. You just take something you've seen before and you add your own spin to it. This podcast being a case in point. I stole the idea, if you want to say I stole the idea from Jamie Jackson, and I know that Jamie also borrowed the idea from someone else whose name escapes me. But, you know, he's made his one, which is probably, well, it is going to be different from the person that gave him the inspiration, and my one is different again. So yeah, where does cultural appropriation end? I'll tell you where I think it is in this case anyway. I think it could be when there's a commercial impact. So if royalties had been paid, would that have made a difference? But I'm no expert, who knows? I also don't know enough because it all happened in the 70s, didn't it? And I was too young. And as we've established, I was hoodwinked by my mother about Elvis's life. Much love and gratitude.